Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today there is a breaking news. The 2023 Nobel Prize in Literature is announced and it is awarded to the Norwegian author Jon Fosse. So let's see more about him and his writings. Nobel Prize winner in Literature of 2023, which is Jon Fosse, the Norwegian writer. Here is the picture of him. Nobel Prize in Literature Jon Fosse is the 2023 laureate. The Norwegian writer was honored for his innovative plays and prose which gives voice to the unsayable. The prize is awarded for a writer's entire body of work. As you know that Nobel Prize is awarded for a writer's entire body of work. Throughout a decades-long career, the playwright and author Jon Fosse has inspired comparisons to Henrik Ibsen, Samuel Beckett, and even George Harrison from the Beatles. So his writings are compared with Henrik Ibsen, Samuel Beckett, George Harrison, and even with Harold Pinter because he also wrote in existential manner. The Nobel Prize in Literature was awarded on Thursday, which is today, to the Norwegian novelist and playwright Jon Fosse for his innovative plays and prose which give voice to the unsayable. Fosse's work has long been lauded throughout continental Europe, but he has recently found a growing audience in the English speaking world. By receiving what is widely seen as the most prestigious prize in literature, the author joins a list of laureates including Toni Morrison, Kazuo Ishiguro, and Annie Irnax. Critics have long compared Fosse's Pear's plays to the to the work of the previous Nobel laureates, which are they? They are Harold Pinter and Samuel Beckett, and he had long been tipped to win. In 2013, British bookmakers temporarily suspended betting on the prize after a flurry of bets on Fosse's winning. In the end, the action proved unnecessary because Alice Munro, the Canadian short story writer, took the award. So, you know, in 2013, Alice Munro, the Canadian writer, won the Nobel Prize, but John Fosse was also nominated, and there was a chaos happened. His work is spare and existential, often focusing on the interior lives of rather solitary characters. Winding run-off sentences are common, so are fishermen's. You don't read my book for the plots, he told the Financial Times in 2018. So let's see about his work. Here is a guide to his major works, and we are going to see one by one. Septology. Written in the wake of Fosse's conversion to Catholicism, the seven novels in the extraordinary Septology series track an aging artist's reckoning with the divine and represent his most significant novelistic work. Even each novel begins with thoughts the same way, with Estel reflecting on how to finish his painting of the St. Andrew cross. Each one ends the same way, midnight Latin prayer, at least until something else happens in the final book. Morning and Evening. This short and powerful novella opens with the birth of Johannes, whose parents hope he will become a fisherman like his father. Years later, as an old man, Johannes reflects on his family and close friendships, and yes, he did end up becoming a fisherman. His parents hoped that he will going to be a fisherman, and he ended up becoming a fisherman. Then Melancholy 2. Those novels fictionalize the life of Lars Hetterwig, a 19th century Norwegian painter, as he carries into madness. While studying in Dusseldorf, Hetterwig is paralyzed by anxiety about his talent and is left essentially homeless about after his attraction to the landlady's daughter leads him to outrageous sexual delusions. So it is the story of melancholy. Then Alice at the fire. A woman named Signe thinks back to more than 20 years earlier when her husband set out by boat and never came back. So there is a woman named Signe thinks back to more than 20 years earlier where when her husband sets out by boat but he never came back. Soon her thoughts take on a metaphysical quality and even include the memories of family members from generation prior. The prose where Signe lives in constant across all the memories of loss and grief. So it is about a story, a woman called Signe, Alice at the fire. Then a signing. Late at night, as an unnamed narrator drives aimlessly throughout the remote Norwegian woods, his car becomes marred in the rutted road. Hopelessly lost, he finally gets out of his car only to see a strange creature, a shining whiteness, approaching him. Fosse's literary agency calls the work, which will be released by Transit Book in the United States, a brilliant novel about the border between life and death. So, here we can see that he was a shining whiteness, and it is also called a brilliant novel about the broader border between life and death. It is about the novel A Shining. Then Boathouse, it is a play. After a man, more or less a hermit, encounters an old friend and his wife, the three becomes enmeshed in a sinister love triangle. It is about Boathouse. Then I Am the Wind. Fosse has been said to be the most performed of living European dramatists, though English adaptations are less. I Am the Wind is an existential play centered on two men in a fishing boat. Fosse's Tar's rhythmic script capture a gut-level anxiety about element questions of identity. A critic for the Times wrote in 2014. So it is about the story I Am the Wind. Then A Summer Day. A Summer Day is a famous work by Fosse. This may remind you of Alice at the Fire. The emotional center of this play is a woman waiting plaintively for her husband to return from a fishing trip. Even with a clear and abiding sense of dread, the play exerts a strong but stealthy undertow, a distinctive dramatic momentum. So it all about A Summer Day, which is a famous writing by him. Then someone is going to come. Someone is going to come. In this play of jealousy, sexual tension, and paranoia, a couple move to a remote, tattered old house by the sea where neither can shake the thought that someone is going to come. So it is interesting, right? Then the name. A young pregnant girl moved to her parents' home along with the child's father. Her parents don't know that that she is expecting, adding to the play a sense of claustrophobia and the tension of the unsaid. So it is all about the name. So that's all. I hope you like this video, and if you like this, please support me by subscribing my channel, and thank you for giving your time. You can write your queries in the comment section, and thank you.